Hey everyone, it's Brain Muffin at the movies. And are you wondering about Avengers Endgame and why Doctor Strange saw 14,605 versions of the future? Why that exact number and what does it mean? Well, BGR.com has a new article out from Chris Smith saying there's a theory to explain it all. Of course there is. Doctor Strange is instrumental to the Avengers defeating Thanos in Avengers Endgame. That's just an assumption. He's seen it all go down more than 14 million times, and only one fusion of these will be victory. He may have even messed with events from the past to ensure that the future will be there to play out. Ooh. Now I've got to click this. You put a blue link here. Starlight could have prevented Infinity War's death, even if Chris Pratt thought, what? Get blamed for not aiming his powerful new toy at Thanos' head. So you knew beforehand that might be, what he made to fight my dart or Josh wound. Not to mention that it's incredibly hard to aim for the head from that distance, no matter how huge Thanos is. Okay. And we have an internal server error. Who cares? Let's go back. Come on. The simple reason for Doctor Strange providing such a specific answer is that he wanted to make an impression on everyone else. Are you sure? Oh, wait a minute. Did I skip something? Oh, yes, I did. It may seem like just a few minutes, but he could have been in there for quite a while after creating a time loop that would have let him explore all possible scenarios. I did find it interesting. He was actually doing it for a while before they even said anything. He was in the background. They weren't paying attention. Yeah, why so specific? Well, it's just a number, right? It's just, sounds like a big number. I mean, what he's going to say? I've done over 19 billion combinations and you would do. Okay. It's pretty clear how difficult the task truly is. Okay, so another reason for the strange looking 14,605 outcomes is that he stopped once he found one where they won. They didn't need more than one scenario, and he could travel back in time to prepare the board for the final game. But Reddit user Aaron Luxon posted an interesting theory a few days ago that says Strange looked at every possible situation that could give them a win. To beat Thanos, the theory says they might need a specific combination of heroes to survive the snap, and Strange may have been exploring every possible combination, which kind of means he knew. Okay. There's 24 heroes fighting Thanos in so Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Captain America, Black Widow, Doctor Strange, War Machine, Falcon, Spider-Man, Black Panther, Scarlet Witch, Bucky, Drax, Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. Wait a minute. Wrong one. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I am Groot. Nebula, Star-Lord, Rocket, Loki. Does Loki really fight him? Heimdall. Does he really fight him? Mantis, Shuri. Okay, I'm going to mess all these up. Anyway, Envision. Oxford Comedy, nabbit. Of these 24, Heimdall and Gamora do not count because they are already dead at this point. I thought Loki was too. Endgame brings in two new heroes to replace them. Captain Marvel, and Ant-Man. What about the Wasp? Does the Wasp doesn't count? You sexist pig. So we stay at 24. Yes, Loki is dead, but let's face it, it's Loki. Okay, so I still stretch things and say Itri? I don't even know. I don't know who that is. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's get to the point. Every serial can die or live. Yes, that gives 24. Okay, that is 16 million. Okay, that's too high, except we were wrong about Vision. Vision can't die from the snap because he already died when Thanos took the Mind Stone. So we only have 24. This gives 8,300,000. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Too few. What if Vision stays alive? But what if Vision stays alive? But what if Vision stays alive? And perhaps if I step a little bit closer and don't pop my peas and actually lower. Okay, I'm sorry. Got sidetracked. I wanted to be a DJ when I was a kid, and I never did pursue that. For each hero, there are just two possible outcomes for every future. He or she can that's okay, right? We get that. We can do math. So let's skip ahead. Doctor Strange is checking the possibilities. If I is extracting the Mind Stone, Thanos could have taken the Mind Stone while Vision stayed alive. So this would give us another 8.5 million possibilities in which Vision stays alive until the snap. Except we can't count all of them. It's possible that Vision still dies. Okay. It's likely. It's quite likely considering that the Final Stone Vision is very keen on keeping it safe. Even he tells him to kill him. Okay. Anyway, so we are still short. Okay, which is 66.9%. Almost of okay. This is roughly 2/3 of the futures. Thanos takes the Time Stone, and Vision lives in the remaining 1/3. Vision dies to protect it. We end up with a total of 14 million futures. What? Wait a minute. So in roughly 2/3 of the futures, Thanos takes the Mind Stone, and Vision stays alive in the remaining 1/3. Vision dies. Protect. Okay. Only one of those has the right combination of heroes to win. Let's remember that there's no recipe for success here, as beautiful as this math exercise is. The only possible. So does that mean 2/3 of 16 million? We're trying to bend the math to get the particular result. Well, I mean, okay, but so I like this idea. This is possible. So yes, every who dies, who doesn't, who dies, who doesn't, who dies, who doesn't, and he finally hits one. You don't have to go through all of them. You've already made the point. You don't have to go through all of them. So there's 14 million. So at 14 million, and maybe who knows? Okay. So I don't know how well this is going to work. This is just a spur of the moment silliness here. So I'm going to bring up my calculator. I'll leave it off screen. So what am I saying? We're gonna do this. We're just going to copy and paste that in, and then we're going to multiply that by 2 and divide by 3. So that is 2/3, which is more. No, it's less than that. Okay. So what is the percentage? No, I did that wrong. 14 million is 605 divided by that times 100. So I had to go through 83.45% of the possibilities to find one that worked. We'll just say that. So we're still short. That's anyway. So what does it mean? Seems possible futures. Then he gives up the Time Stone to save Tony Stark. So it's likely that Tony had to be alive. Well, no kidding. There are a total 24 heroes fighting. I guess this is the whole thing in doubt. Okay, we try to extract this time. They fail, but this hasn't happened yet when Doctor Strange is checking the possible futures. If they had succeeded in extracting the Mind Stone, Thanos could have taken the Mind Stone while Vision was alive. So in roughly 2/3, Thanos takes the Mind Stone. Okay. We end up with a total of 14 million futures. Only one has what? Wait a minute. See, again, this is futures, which is almost exactly 2/3. So in roughly 2/3, we end up. I still don't see where the 14 million is coming from. I forgot about Hawkeye. So you don't need Loki to get 24. Comments. Are there any comments? The one thing I don't see coming up with is Thanos is actually dead. Thor killed him with the axe. After the snap, he died. He's living in a reality world, but is actually dead. Yes, I like that one. I gotta sign in. Screw that. I don't know about the Reddit's okay, but such a simple folk. But Loki is key to the plan. Sorry to say, Doctor Strange meets Loki at some point before Thanos takes the ship. This line does not mention but before he dies, he has to be key. Why does he? Wait a minute. Loki says, Thor, I assume your brother, the sun will shine upon us again. He's magic. He fell off the Rainbow Bridge, and who knows where he was before he landed on that trash pile planet. And Ant-Man that shows up in the door at Cap in the in-game trailers. That's from the past or future. But the present one, they think, don't know. Can't wait for Endgame. Yeah, I hope it just makes sense. Just let's put it this way. I hope it's not, Captain Marvel shows up, snaps her fingers, and because one of the things that I thought when I saw the movie is he's in a reality. He's actually dead because remember he kind of wakes up and he sees the everything. He's the only one there. So I think the Reality Stone, he's created a parallel universe, and he's actually dead in the real one. And it's the people who survive the snap are ported in that parallel universe, and that's part of how they kind of get back. They can get back to the real universe because it's missing half its people. So that's why I think half the people aren't really dead. They're in one reality and half are in the other, and they'll sew them back together. And doing so will destroy Thanos as well as probably the Reality Stone. And I'm going to say the Time Stone's not going to be destroyed, but I think a couple of those Infinity Stones will be destroyed forever. Well, forever until it gets rebooted again. But that's what I think. So this doesn't really come up. This is not really a theory. It's just what that number represents, and they lose me here for some reason. Can't die. Okay, but that's all right. So, and I've read it 3 times. Concedes to please Wanda. Okay, so that's 66.9%. Okay, almost, because 66.6 continued to be 2/3. So it's roughly 2/3 of the futures takes. But what are we adding to get to 14 million? That's the part that I don't see. So if you know, if you are, is it 8.4 million possibilities? I don't know. So let me know why this is. There seems to be something missing. So that's how many possible futures. Are they adding these 2 numbers together? That doesn't make any sense. All right. So let me know in the comments below. What do you think of this theory? You think, what am I missing too? And what's the real, I don't see a theory here. I just see math and hand waving. All right. Thanks you very much for stopping by. Thanks so much for sharing, and welcome all new subscribers. Thank you very much for joining the fun. See ya. But if I move it, it keeps going out. I don't know why. I don't know. It's getting really annoying when we do the Friday night show. I mean, it's getting really, I can't see my levels. I got to go the other way. All right, cool. All right, we don't have any time at all. It is too freaking late. Tell Margaret we have got to start these earlier. All right, 3, 2, 1.